Hi everyone, this is Laura from Lime and Joy, and today I'm going to go ahead and cash stuff my second and third paycheck in September. Hey everyone, this is Laura from Lime and Joy. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a wife, a medical coder, and a mom of 6, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free and break generational cycles of debt so the next generation can live and give like they were meant to. And so if that interests you or you need motivation along the way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not a part of the Lime and Joy community already, so you can see my videos that are uploaded every Friday with cash stuffing and savings challenges, as well as some tips and tricks I upload on Monday to help you with any of those behind the scene budgeting things that trip us up. All right, and hit that like button so others can find this video a little more easily and they can have help along their budgeting journey. All right, before we go ahead and do that cash stuffing and those updates, I have an unboxing of an amazing product. Let me just take a drink of this here. As always, if you've been around a while, you know I gotta have my coffee, and I'm still true to that. I have an amazing product from Purity Woods. I've mentioned it like once before. I wasn't sponsored with them or anything at the time, but I just liked their stuff. So the very first thing that I bought was Purity Woods Organic Age-Defying Cream, and it's amazing. Okay, so I've used stuff before, you know, expensive things from the stores, and it has tons of chemicals in it. It wouldn't work. Plus, I just didn't feel good putting it in my body. I have Hashimoto's that runs in my family, and so organic, non-toxic, non-chemicals things are huge and important to me, but I couldn't figure out anything that actually worked. This actually works for me and been working really well, and it's all organic, and it doesn't have any like animal testing or any of that kind of stuff. It's really good for like if you have wrinkly or saggy skin. It's going to really help with that uneven skin tones. It's even helped with like some brown spots that I've had. That's just me personally. I'm sure it works differently for every person, but I can totally stand behind it. So when they reached out to me and they were like, oh, do you want a free product to share everybody? I'm all, sure. So I could show everybody some more good stuff? Absolutely. Because I had been eyeing some Age-Defying night cream. And so that's what we're going to look at right now. They sent me this. The night cream is supposed to, this is why I've been eyeing it. It's supposed to like, you know, the other one's supposed to help kind of like overall. And this is supposed to actually, oh, what's the word? Like kind of take it back, fight it back against things like skin aging, moisture loss, and like the collagen that I'm losing quickly as I age. This is supposed to help with that overnight. So the other one I do during the day, and this is supposed to firm up your skin as you sleep at night. And again, it's organic. Everything's made with the best, like, it's not just organic, it's certified organic, which is actually a big deal, because if it's not certified organic, it's not really, you know, if you know about the organic problems, you know. Okay, let me go ahead and open this up really quick. Sorry, I don't open it pretty. I'm just gonna rip it open. That way we can go through this quick and get into our cash stuffing. Honestly, I've been super impressed. I love the smell of their products. I love the way it feels on my skin. And I love that it comes with so much. Like, for the money, this thing is heavy. There's actually a lot in here. So I'm super excited to use this. And what does it say here? Like, to help my sleep cream, right? So skin rejuvenating as I sleep, which is going to be exciting for me, as if it works even just half as good as this one works, we're going to be all set. And I'm sure it will. This has been an amazing product. If you're interested in things like this, like I am, that doesn't have a ton of chemicals in it, I'm going to link them below, because I don't know about you, but it was hard for me to find this product. It took a lot of research for me to even figure out a product that didn't have a ton of chemicals in it, and I've been super pleased with it. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's amazing. Next, let's get into this cash stuffing. So get out my planner here. And for those of you that don't have my planner yet, there's going to be an extended version that has, you know, the extra pieces in it. My simple one just has my cash stuffing and a few other pieces in it, but very soon, hopefully, I'll have the entire extended budget planner there for you. So if you like things like a yearly overview, a budget overview, a closeout, all of that will be in there. And I will also put in my website some other little ones if you're needing, you know, you just want the closeout, you don't want to spend all the money on the whole thing, that's totally fine. I will also put that for you because I want to make it friendly for anybody who needs it. But please remember, you don't need this to do it. Get a pen and paper out. It's just as efficient. It'll get you organized and going on your journey, okay? but I do want to let you know that extended version is going to be coming out for those that, those that have asked. All right, so this is my budgeting for my second and my third paycheck. Let me zoom in just a bit. Okay, let's just make sure our totals add up correctly. So when I have 2 paychecks, I take all the bills that are within those 2 paycheck terms, because I have one in one bank and one in another, and different reasons. So they're all there, plus my cash envelopes, my debt snowball, sinking funds, and my leftover savings challenge. So I went ahead and already pre-added this up so it would save us some time. So I have a $2,500 total right here, minus the $2,148, minus my cash envelopes of $140, and then my debt snowball $100, and my car funds $40, my sinking funds, excuse me, and then my leftover $72. Yep, it adds it all up. So that means that my income right here, we're gonna go ahead and scoot this up so you can all see it good. Okay, my income is $2,500. All right, $2,500 minus my bills, which were $2,148, minus my envelopes, my cash envelopes of $140, minus my debt snowball of $100, minus $40 in my sinking fund, and then I put the rest into savings challenge for $72, and we all know that gives us 0. So 0 base budget's where it's at. I told my money where to go. This is really empowering when you do this. If you haven't done it yet, it does take a couple months, I think, to like really get your numbers figured out. But once you get on a system, then you're telling your money where to go, and you actually frees up and gives you more control. And I feel like I have more money to work with at the end. Let's count how much money we're working with that I pulled out. There was a little bit extra left over from paycheck. I actually think instead of like 15, it was a little bit over on that, and it was a little bit over on the 1,000. And so the extra is here for us to put into our savings challenge. Let's add it up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So 120. And for tens, let's see here, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 110s. And then fives is just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, $250 is what we're working with today. So let's go ahead and cash stuff this today. And what's nice about doing it this way, guys, is now I know exactly what I'm putting into each category. And I said it last time, but for those of you that are new, how I get these categories are when I plan every month, I have a calendar, I write down the things that I know are coming and all the paychecks that I have. I do a whole monthly overview of what I have expecting, and then when money that after I pay my bills, how much is going to go to debt, how much is going to go to cash envelopes and sinking funds and savings challenges. And I make my monthly budget first with a 0 base budget. So if you get paid once a month, I would suggest doing the monthly budget. If you have multiple paychecks, then do the monthly budget in the beginning of your expected estimated amount. Even if it varies, always pick the lowest on the last 3 months and do it off of that, so you can always expect more, never less. And then once you have those numbers, however many times you cash stuff, you're just going to divide it. I cash stuff 3 times a month, and so I just take the eating out and I would divide it by 3, which gives me the $50. Okay, so that's how I got those numbers. And if you're confused and you need it more step by step, then see my video every month at the beginning of the month. I'll try to link it here, the one I did for this month, and how I got all my numbers and how I plug them in. I go step by step for you, so hopefully you can figure out your own numbers and put them in. All right, so starting off is car maintenance. I'm going to do 10 here. Let's see what we got going on. We have a 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Right, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, thought I had that wrong. There we go for that. And it's good I'm doing this because I told you I'd get an oil change and took my daughter to go to college. Well, now my other car needs tires, and another one of my cars decided for its battery to die. I'm telling you, you got to keep it going. I have, I have it always going, and I try to increase it as I go along because it just seems like cars are money pits. Okay, haircuts is going to get 10. I don't really need one quite yet, but I like to slowly add up because when my boys all go, it's quite a bit. There's 30 in there, which is great. Moving, I'm going to skip today. I just feel like I don't need it right now. Pet care, I'm going to do 10. And like I said last time, I let my son go ahead and groom him once, and he did a fantastic job, but I feel like his nails are getting long, and it's hard to do, you know, nail cutting on a big dog like that. He's really sweet and probably would just lay there, but it just scares me that I'm going to hurt him. So instead, I'm going to send him off to the groomer. So we're going to start saving up for that. 20, 30, 35, 40. And when I get the 80 to groom him and get his nails cut and his ears clean and, you know, the whole shenanigan, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. But on a side note, I know it's silly. Does anybody else brush their dog's teeth? So he had like nasty breath, and then we started brushing it with this product that I found someone suggested, and it's been amazing. So I'll link it below for you guys if anybody has a dog who has stinky breath. I don't know, I'm weird about smells and I like things to be nice and clean, so I have my son brush his teeth too. Business expenses, I'm gonna skip. Subscriptions, I'm going to skip as well. Health is doing great, and childcare is gonna get 5, which is good because I'm due to go out on a date soon, and I'll probably pay my son to watch the kiddos. I usually leave before they, you know, they go to bed at night, and that way it's not too hard on him. And then this is, for those of you that are new, this is just my cash wallet envelopes. I do a little bit every single paycheck. It adds up, and then I stuff my wallet at the beginning of the month. So all of this is going in October 1st in my wallet because I need a lot to eat out for a big family, a lot to, you know, do fun things and stuff. So this is the way that works for me. A lot of cash stuffers will just go ahead and do it every paycheck to their wallet. Do what works for you. This is what works for me. For my hubby, I'm going to give him 10. And that gives him 20, which is awesome. And eating out looks like it's going to get 50. Okay, let's see what we have in eating out right now. Remember, I told you we divide it, so it should be 150 by the end. We should have 100 right now. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Perfect. Okay, date night is going to get 30. Alrighty. That gets 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. Getting there on that. Oh my goodness, when I dropped my daughter off at college, I gotta tell you, it was amazing. She's actually going to Grand Canyon University, so I don't know if you know of that school, but it totally just surprised me and exceeded my expectations. It was an amazing school. Everything that it has is amazing. The scholarship opportunities, the work and pay off your scholarship opportunity, just so many opportunities for these kids. Most amazing campus. 20, 30, 35. It's in Arizona, which was quite a drive from where we are in California, but we just had just an amazing time getting her all set up and ready for college. She's already started classes and going, and she loves it. Okay, we have 30. Let's see here for my spending. And if we remember on my closeout last month, I went ahead and realized I spent way too much money, and so I increased my spending a little bit, but I'm also being much more conservative this month. Okay, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Except for I did buy a couple of things for my daughter's apartment that was a little bit splurgy, but you gotta do it, right? When they leave the house, it's like, I don't know, it's like you love to love on them. Okay, we have 15 here for fun, which will be good because I need to take my boys out to do something. 10, 20, 25, 30. My littlest one, or one of my littlest ones, not the littlest, He is super sad that his sister is gone. They were really close, and she would always bake and do stuff with them, and I think he's feeling the emptiness of her not being here. Miscellaneous, oops, I forgot to budget for it. Let's get another 5. That's for just purely things that I've messed up and I didn't calculate for. All right, now all my cash envelopes are all allotted for. If you're wondering what your cash envelope should be, I think you should look at the last 3 months. Where have you spent your money? And is it a necessity or a want? These are not, I mean, I do spend the money on, but they're not necessities. Make sure your bills are first, then your cash envelopes are necessities, and then things that may get you back into debt. That's the way I think about it. If I don't have a car maintenance fund, I'm going to go back into debt. This is the truth. If my kids need haircuts, but I can't do $150, you know, whenever they need one. So I'm going to probably end up putting on a credit card if I don't have that money. Think about it that way. So that you can go ahead and organize what it is. And if you notice that you're spending money in a category you don't have, it's time to readjust your budget and put it on. Those are good things to figure out in your closeout so that you're not overspending and all those things. Oh, before I moved on, we have my debt snowball to figure out. Let's update this debt-free journal. Let's see here. So my projection for this month is $1,200 is what I'm supposed to be, my goal is. Last paycheck, we did $800, and this paycheck we're only due $100, which we should be doing $200, but I have some side hustles coming up and things that I'm going to make up for this. So in mind, I knew that I could go ahead and do a little bit less to stretch the money, because it kind of seemed like the way my bills fell this time was a little bit heavy this 2 paychecks. So we're gonna do 100 right now. Let's go ahead and color that in. So we're doing my debt of Capital One still, and we're doing it for 100, and we're gonna do it on 9/8 here. Okay, so every single heart is $75. I'm gonna color this in. And this has been just super helpful for me to visually see, like, don't give up, you got this. I mean, when I started here just a few months ago, I did not expect for me to be this, you know, ahead this quick. And really, it's been all about side hustles, keeping on track, budgeting, that I was able to do this. And I've done Dave Ramsey and all those things. And honestly, I just get off track too easily. So this visual reminder has been helpful for me, and just kind of tracking it and knowing what I'm doing and having an end game in play. Like, I know that I have this much debt and this is when I'll be out of debt, all because of the Vertex 72 calculator that is super helpful in plugging in your numbers. If you're in debt and you don't have a good plan put in place, you need to, so that you can accelerate and get out of debt and finally be free and go do other better things and pay off your debt. I'll put a video here that will help and show you how to create a debt-free plan. Next, let's go ahead and do a savings, little bit of savings challenge with the money we have left over. Let me grab a scratcher. Okay, and I am so glad I did this, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see here. I already robbed my back to school, which I am still doing because school keeps having things pop up, because we've already had fall pictures and I needed that, and it was so helpful to have it. So, and if you were here last time, you know that I owed birthdays $20. So we're going to go ahead and put it straight into birthdays right now before I forget. And then if you're new here, these are just different savings challenges that I've already completed, and they're kind of just sitting here for, I have some Christmas plans that I'm going to use it for. So I didn't use all of the money in summer. So instead of just spending it, I'm keeping it for Christmas, which I'm a little behind on saving. I do that at my savings stuffing once a month. You'll see that coming up here soon. And now I'm into just my regular savings for birthdays and back to school and clothing, and then there's Christmas there and family pictures. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I don't think I have anything in school soon, but let's go ahead and do like a $5 just to keep the motivation going, so I don't lose, you know, too many things, or if the kids tell me that there was something that I forgot to buy them or something, I have a little bit extra to pull from. Okay, We don't have a whole bunch to work with extra today, but every dollar counts, right? Okay. And I think I'm going to, yeah, let's do it 1 birthdays. Let's do this one right here. Because believe it or not, I know that I constantly have birthdays, but I have another one coming up. I just finished my second's 18th birthday, which was lovely. And now I am on to my eldest son, who is going to be 14. And so I'm excited to get it all saved up for him next month. Oh boy, get all that up. Okay. All right. And it's good to start saving up because you know what? He wants all weightlifting stuff. He's all into working out, weightlifting, and all that right now because he does rugby. And so that kind of stuff, those weighted vests and those, I don't know if you guys have a good place to find them. Amazon, they're expensive. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40. That stuff is like crazy. So I'm trying to find used. I'm trying to find products that, you know, that aren't so expensive. All right, we only have 10 left, but let's go ahead and scratch one and see if we owe it money. We'll IOU it like we did the birthdays last time. All right, we got 10 here. Okay, which is perfect because that's all that we had left. And this will be good for clothing and shoes because these boys of mine are growing out of shoes like you have never seen. It is so funny how quick boys can grow in a blink of an eye. And how they can wear like 2 sizes shoes too small. I took my son in to go get a pair of shoes and he was 2 sizes bigger. How does that happen? How are their feet not super uncomfortable? I have no idea. Well, I hope this was encouraging and you got out your budget and went through it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always here. I want to help you be successful in your journey and make sure to find joy in your journey. And of course, I'll see you next time.